So I decided to test out this app where Meta claims that they can pay you for answering questions. And in this video, I'm going to be very realistic with you whether you can actually make money or not. But before we continue, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in making money online. Alright, but before you download the app, make sure to watch this. Now, Viewpoint is an app where you can do some tasks like answer surveys. Alright, because there are a lot of companies out there that want you to answer survey from a particular region. And the major reason why they do this is because they want to know if people from that particular region will be interested in their products. Alright, so from my experience, so I decided to test it out to see if it's actually going to work. So this app is actually an app by Meta itself, Facebook, where you can complete some tasks and then you get some points. Alright, from what you can see on my screen here, alright, what you just do is that you take the task and then you get some point. Then after that, you can withdraw your money. Alright, now the question there is this actually a legit app or it is not? But one thing I love about this app is that, so when I first downloaded the app, everything was so easy to use. So that's one thing I realized. And the second thing is that this app is from a trusted company like Meta, which we all know as Facebook. And another thing about the task is that you do not actually need any skills to do this, because there are a lot of apps out there that will require you to to actually learn some basic skills before you'll be able to navigate those apps. But this particular app called Viewpoint is not like that, so it's very easy to navigate. One thing I noticed is that the tasks are very few. The first time I actually signed in, I got a task of where that I did just for not even up to 2 minutes, and I made 250 points. And also after about, I think the following day also, I also got another task where I also earned 250 points. But the downside is that the earnings are very low, and you are not going to be making good amount of money from it. And another thing I also noticed is that this app is not available everywhere, not in all countries. So if you can't find it yet, then know that it is not available in your region. And also, the money you are going to be making from this app is not the one to rely on. So if you are thinking this is more like a full-time job, then it is not it. You might get disappointed. So another thing I'm going to say is that this is not a real way to actually make money. What I mean by that is that you cannot depend on this particular app to make good amount of money. The only thing is that you're just going to get some little rewards once you perform any task. And finally, if you want to test it out, I think you should give it a try, because honestly, if you want to get started with it, you can get started with it, but just know that it is good for beginners. Like, there are many people who have never made money online, or maybe you have heard people say you can make money online. So you want to test it to know whether it's actually true, so you can get started with this. You're going to be earning some extra rewards, because they are going to notify you when you get when any task is available. So if you are somebody who is looking for a real way to make money online, then this is not good for you. It might be like a waste of time. So if you're interested in making real money online, make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop any video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you, and I will see you again in the next video.